안녕하세요, 제시카입니다. Hi, I'm Jessica Frank, and I live in Massachusetts, USA. I'm 17 years old, and I'm a senior in high school, and I love Korea. Everything about Korean. I started watching the dramas and listening to the music about 4 years ago, and I'm crazy about Korea. I have Toji Toki, my little bunny, and this is from the drama You're Beautiful, and I got him for Christmas. And I really started looking into Korea and the culture and the language and things a few years after I started listening to the music, because it became an option for a career plan for me. And I decided that after I graduate college in like 3.5 years, I'm going to move to Korea and become an English teacher in Korea. So I'll teach Koreans how to speak English. And a friend of mine who I got hooked on K-pop and K-dramas found the Touch Korea Tour website that had the interactive sites where you could learn different things about Korea, and she showed that to me, and that website became a staple for me in my learning experience for Korea, because there was so much more on that website that I could learn than I had been learning in my studies and my research for Korea. And so the first thing I did when I found that website was I found my Korean name, which Jessica does translate directly to Korean. It would just be Jessica, but I thought that having a more traditional name would be more respectful to the Korean culture. So after I did the little interactive thing, I chose the name Jandi, which means grass. And I thought that was very fitting because I have a very bright and bubbly personality, just like the bright green of grass. But grass is also very resilient, like I am. I used to be really sick when I was young, and I would get sick and stay sick a lot, and but I still managed to bounce back from it and keep going. And once I discovered what my dreams were, I just kind of kept pursuing them, and just like I am now, trying to pursue my dreams. And grass is a lot like that, you know. The grass always comes back after a cold winter. And no matter how cold it is, or how bitter and how frozen and how much snow you get, the grass always comes back during the spring. So I really like that name, and so I thought I'd go with it. And so yeah, that's my Korean name, Jaeshikamida. And I'm learning Korean. I have a complete Korean guidebook, and it teaches you how to read, write, and speak Korean. And I've been using that for a few months now, so I'm not proficient yet, but I will be. And the website also teaches you how to use Hangul and things like that, and how to say things in Korean, and that's also been a very big help in pronunciation and things like that, since I don't have an audio guide for my book. And the other thing that I love about Korea is the food. I haven't actually gotten to try a lot of Korean. I went to a Korean restaurant in Canada when I went on vacation, and I loved it so much. I had tteokbokki for the first time and kimchi for the first time, and then I found at a grocery store near my house kimchi, which is very exciting since I love kimchi so much, and I know that it's a very big staple in Korean food. So I started making kimchi rice and things like that, and I got all of my family hooked on it as well. And for Christmas, I got this, the Kimchi Chronicles. It's a Korean cookbook, and I use it quite often, and I cook for my family, and it's very important to me to be in touch with the culture and things like that since I want to move to Korea. And so I thought the Touch Korea Tour competition would be a wonderful experience for me before I end up moving to Korea, so I can get a taste of what it'll be like to be completely immersed in Korean like the Koreans live. And so I'm excited, and I really hope that I can win this, because it'll be a dream come true. I love the food, I love everything about Korea, and going to Korea would be literally a dream come true, because I would really be able to get a grasp of Korean as it is, and the culture as it is every day. And so the more research I did on the Touch Korea Tour website, the more I loved it. And one of the big things that caught my attention was the tea in Korea. And like I said before, I used to be really sick when I was little, so I did the tea website, and I saw that there are a lot of teas for different sicknesses, so that really caught my attention. And one of my biggest problems now, since I'm a teenager and I stay up till like 4 o'clock in the morning every morning doing homework and things like that, was the citron tea, the yuja cha. And so I found that on the Korean website, the Touch Korea tour, and it was fascinating how they have such pure water to make the tea. And I drink tea all the time, and so does everyone else in my family. So it was very, I could really appreciate a good cup of tea, and so I really liked that. But I really hope that I can do this Touch Korea tour competition well, and I'm posting another video of me dancing. I'll look a little bit different because I straightened my hair. My hair is naturally very, very curly. But so I'll look a tiny bit different, but I'm dancing to Miss A's Bad Girl Good Girl. So I hope that everybody watches, and I hope that you enjoyed this video about how much I love Korea and everything Korean. And so I really hope you help me reach my dreams. 도와주세요. Thank you for watching. 감사합니다. Bye!